conversation per day for customers. But more than that, I will show you where we are today, and after I will explain you what was the history, but I think that today you already have, and thanks to Mr. Bill Daly from NVIDIA to explain a lot of stuff regarding deep learning. Thank you so much to you about that. And maybe if you can start the video, and after we can explain and show what's the level right now on deep learning.
Let's start with our first interaction, the voice. Here, the end user is calling the bank, and our satisfaction AI agent takes the call. Our user is trying to get their deposit limit increased.
I'd like to increase my deposit limit.
Do you want to increase your deposit limit?
Yes, I do.
What is the new limit you would like?
1,000.
Can you please confirm that you are asking for a new deposit limit of $1,000?
Yes, I confirm.
For security reasons, I'd like to ask a couple of questions to verify your identity. Do you have a personal or business account?
A personal account.
Please give me your full name the way it appears on your account, including your full middle name or initials.
Linda Karen Jackson.
Got it. Thanks. Are there any other signers on the account?
Yes.
Could you please give me the name of the other signer?
Thomas Taylor.
Okay, thank you. Can I have the last four digits of your social security number?
8582.
Got it. Thanks. We will notify the division of the bank about your request and get back to you shortly.
In the video you just saw, a client who speaks with an accent authenticates herself very easily despite the mix of text and numbers. Our AI agent handles the dialogue very naturally and is able to validate important information prior modifying her client account in the backend. In the second video, we are putting the AI agent in a difficult situation, one that I'm sure you have experienced yourself a few times. Notice how, on its own, the agent is able to offer a better solution to continue the discussion.
For security reasons, I'd like to ask a couple of questions to verify your identity. Do you have a personal or business account? Sorry, I did not get that. Do you have a personal or business account? I don't seem to be able to
And
hear you correctly.
it's not a joke, I think you know that pretty well.
Could we continue this conversation by text?
Yes, sure.
Great, I just sent you a text that you should receive shortly so we can pick up where we left off.
Can you maybe cut the sound and then the video continue?
Here,
and
the
explain
AI
on top of
agent
that?
first recognized that it had issues to hear the user, then offered to
Thank you.
switch to another channel.
So right now, directly you can see a new type of collaboration artificial intelligence together. It's no more than different type of deep neural network. Working first one on what we can call sequence to goals. It's an AI really focus on how to achieve some tasks, and you can see that you've got exactly the same user experience as you can have with person directly at the call center. The second one that you just saw here is the first AI on top of the first one in charge of the natural language, taking care about the quality of the income information and income sum, and taking the decision to switch from the voice to the text, because what is very important is the user experience. No more than that. We need to focus on how we can serve with AI and applied AI all customers. Can you maybe cut completely the sound of the video? Thank you. And the last one, we are really proud on the third technology we deployed on this type of platform with an emotional AI who is in charge, managing directly in real time what is happening inside of the conversation. we can take care in real time about the quality of answers and the quality of the emotion. And it's not only sentiment analysis, it's more than only this type of technology or neural network, but it's globally how we can evaluate in real time the trend of a conversation and decide at any time how we can switch from the machine to the human. And at the end of the day, I think it's really like if we are thinking about applied AI, how we can apply not only on the technical and research AI, and I will be too at NIPS next week to think deeply on that. But at the end of the day, we need to deliver to customer. We need to go in production. We need to augment the productivity. We need to augment the human. And if you are looking innovation through the history, we never replace the human. We augmented the human. And we need to have with this type of technology not only the deep technical approach, but the art of artificial intelligence. I would like to say that I don't really like the word artificial intelligence. I prefer to say that we are doing math, deep learning, and machine learning, and big data. But you can see here one AI that you can use for any channels of communication and managing with what we call the dialogue atmosphere. But how we arrive at this level of user experience? Because what it matters, as Jobs said by the past, we don't care about the technical approach. We care about the user experience and what we can provide to the customers. And I think for that one, AI is really incredible. It will help us to transform all the jobs. But the history was really long, as you discovered already today. I will not come back on the history of artificial intelligence. And thanks to these three persons who really help us to move, and exactly as more person than that, but I think they are really representative of the new era of machine learning and deep learning. And thanks to them, because they created our job globally. AI is really like the new electricity, and exactly as the electricity would transform countless industry, AI will do exactly the same one. I'm so surprised to see a lot of startups like us working on any problem that you can have in front of you and try to disrupt this type of process and task inside of the industries. As an advisor for different groups, I like to explain that if you want to use artificial intelligence inside of your company, first, don't think about artificial intelligence. Think about process, organization, task inside of your company. Think about life cycle of the task of your company. And just try to find inside of your life cycles, inside of your company, where are the cognitive and repetitive tasks that you can industrialize directly with this new technology. And try to serve that point to help you to improve the productivity of your employees. And don't forget that if you are helping with artificial intelligence your employee, you need to think about their future and think about inclusion of people, and we'll come back after on that one. And as I like to say very quickly, artificial intelligence is not a wide term that we are using, it's more for Hollywood or TV, movies or whatever, but it's more about vectors. And we are doing math at the end of the day. Math for natural language, knowledge representation, deduction, vision, and robotics. And exactly as you saw already today for Cyberlinka, for image captioning, and the capabilities through deep neural network to understand what is happening, what's the description of the image directly. I think Facebook proved already how you can use that for blind people who want to use the newsfeed of Facebook. And really more than that, inside of all elements like medicine, games, personal assistant, were completely incredible to use this type of technology. I started my work on natural language 20 years ago. And I never thought that today we will be able to deliver such as product that we are doing today. In the laws of the company and the product, we see people who can speak between 10 to 20 minutes to the system. without any problem, arriving at the goals they want to achieve. And we can see the system with understanding the emotion of the conversation. It's not the level of the emotion as we've got right now, human to human, but we can already detect a lot of elements. Because at the end of the day, I think that emotion can be really the key between human and the machine, and how we can create the new collective intelligence. You maybe wrote the book with Sapiens, who explain how our civilization arrived at the level where we are today about collective intelligence. And when we say collective intelligence, it's maybe more collective of cognitive action. And today, with this type of new technology, we are bringing inside of the new collective intelligence, a new companion with artificial intelligence, and who can play cognitive tasks directly. But how we can work together, because artificial intelligence and algorithms are completely unfair. Where you've got a capability of production of one, the machine can have a capability of production of 1,000 times more than any human. And it's completely unfair. You had a lot of samples today who explained that to you. Robotics, Go game, lawyers. Today we are working with big banks in France and Europe, creating machines who are auto-learning and reading Legifrance directly and helping people inside of the bank to find the right article in a group of more than 100,000 articles. That one in less than 60 seconds. It's completely unfair. It's impossible as a human to understand that. And thanks to NVIDIA, who presented 2 years ago, if I remember, Asimov with the virtual space, I was really impressed, and I would not say that I'm a fan of NVIDIA, but yes, I am. And globally, today the machine can move at scale as we cannot as a human. We need, when my kid is playing at the game in front of the TV, Mario Bros or whatever is playing one time. During the time my kid is playing one time, my machine is playing 2 million times. It's completely unfair. It can be unfair, but it can be a huge advantage for a nation, for a company, for anyone who understands that deeply and who engage in the new collective intelligence. I will explain you today, each time that I'm doing a task, first thing that I'm thinking, it's about, can I let the machine do that for me? And if the machine can do that for me, I will spend my time not to do the task, but to create the machine who will do that for me. Because I'm a lazy guy, I'm a geek. And I love the machine working for me. And not because I can go to the swimming pool or whatever, but I can work more. I can think of something better, bigger, new algorithms. And that one is also completely unfair if you don't understand. Because each minute that I will spend in the near future will be better with more value than the minutes today. Because I will have the machine who will help me. And it's exactly the approach that NVIDIA explained with the robot here. When they said, you can train the robot in real life, or you can recreate the robot in a virtual environment and have 2 million robots working and trying to learn directly. And the future, we spoke a little bit about emotion, moving at scale with virtual environment, capability of maybe reinforcement learning, generative adversarial network. I think you understand a lot of this one today. But there is a huge domain in deep learning we will arrive very quickly for applied AI with the profiling. And we saw that already in the US with the news that were used to influence people. Based on the language, today we presented 3 years ago at the Deep Learning Summit in San Francisco that we can extract from your Twitter account or your LinkedIn or your Facebook account your religion, your political view, your big five, your point of interest, etc., and to use you as a global vector, to represent the person as a global vector and maybe use that one on the good path or maybe on the bad path. And I will just speak about the good path because it's what I'm doing daily, I try to do. And I listened on the previous presentation about the personal tutor. And I think that one is very important, education. Education is key for the future. We need to train more our kids and new generation, but not only the young. What it will arrive to taxi driver and driver of trucks when self-driving car will be more efficient and will be more general. We need to think of education from 5 to 18, but also education after, to help anyone to continuously be included inside of the society. And this type of technology can be used on that path globally. And it's why we decided, start of this year, with some of my friends in the Bay Area, who are key people at Google, some, I'm sure William, your colleague at NVIDIA, Google and Facebook, we try to just write something like the Alberton Turing Horse. It's not something we want to push to anyone, but it's just what we can say in French, an essay, a draft. When you are driving with your car in the street, you've got rules. When you are going to your doctor, you trust the doctor because you know that there is behind your doctor the Hippocratic oath. Why we don't have a oath for deep learning and AI people? And it's why we try to create a oath with some global guideline rules who can help us to think in the right path about data, about ethics, about education, about sharing knowledge, because it's very important to don't keep the knowledge, to share the knowledge. And I can really advise you to go to events like NIMS next week, who came now in NIMS, and it's very important to go there and to meet other scientists, to share. And I think that we need to stop to think at single nation or companies, but we need to think more globally, to exchange knowledge, to work together. I'm very proud to be one of the advisors of the NASA Frontier Development Labs in the Bay Area. And where I'm very surprised, we are organizing that one from 2 years, working on civilization issues where deep learning can really help at scale to solve problems like detection of asteroids, of solar winds. And I was so surprised this year to see a small team of 4 people that we helped and we advised about the algorithm and architecture to solve globally the problem of solar winds. Today we can detect solar winds thanks to deep learning neural network 3 days before they are arriving. It's so important, and people are coming from everywhere over the world. Why we cannot think at the time to don't have only China, US or Europe, but maybe a nation of deep learning, neural network and artificial intelligence? Thank you.